What's up, family? This is Dallas Cowboy coming to you from Family First Sports. It has been a while, man. I was on vacation. Now I'm ready to get back into this football. Training camp starts on July 21st, a week before my birthday, and I am super excited, man, to get started. So let me get into it. We ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna start getting into it. Let's talk about all the news that I've missed pretty much since I've been gone. First thing we're gonna talk about is Duke Manyweather and his Oline get together they be doing, man. I call him Duke the Guru, man. It's beautiful how the Cowboys coaching staff now is working with Duke. I find it odd that with Mike McCarthy wasn't doing it from the onset. You know, Duke Manyweather basically went on 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to that organization. And he explained to them why it is important for him to work closely, not only with the guy who he's training, but pretty much everybody on that offensive line. And they have welcomed him. They have welcomed him in doing that. And I'm just surprised the other coaching staff hadn't done this. You know, I don't know what Mike McCarthy and Mike Solari, what was going on with them, but obviously they took a step back with our offensive line. Let's be honest, man. Mike Solari, I think that's his name. That's how you pronounce his name. Everybody took a step back. Even the great Zach Martin. I know Zach Martin had his injury concerns as well, but he took a step back even before he was injured. And but I think what we have now with Riley as our offensive line coach, we got Clayton Adams coming in, who I think will change this whole offense. I think we're going to be really solid there. But did you guys pay attention to what he said about Tyler Booker? Let's get into that a little bit. I wanna take a deep dive into what he said about Tyler Booker. Right now, Tyler Booker is a rookie. This man hasn't played his first game yet. Now, this man trains all the offensive linemen in the NFL. And he's so impressed with Tyler Booker from the onset. That tells you a lot about this young guy, man. This guy is going to change our football team. I really feel it. This is a change, man. It reminds me of when we got Michael Irvin back in the days, right? Michael Irvin was a catalyst to all those championships, if you didn't know. He pushed people, right? And if he didn't push them, he made sure the coaching staff know who was slacking, who wasn't doing what they needed to be done. He did that. I think Tyler Booker's the same guy. I think he's made of the same ilk, and I look forward to seeing him take this ball club and see where we can go with Tyler Booker. All right? Now let's move on. Let's go on to Turpin. Listen, man, these opportunities don't come every day, right? And especially now that our wide receiver room has extended with the pickup of Pickens, we got a lot of wide receivers, man. We got some young wide receivers. You don't need to be messing up right now, bro. I get it. This isn't a really, really big deal. There's some marijuana. Marijuana is legal pretty much all the states now. The gun, I get it. But the momentum of our team, the momentum of changing of the culture, all of that kind of paused a little bit because of this. You don't need to get in no kind of trouble right now. Everything needs to be smooth as butter, bro. You don't need that. We don't need no bad press right now. We're trying to win a championship. Everybody needs to be focused. We don't need to have no kind of run-ins with the law, none of that stuff. So, man, you need to check that, man. You've had problems before, but it hasn't, been no big deal. Now, I don't think this is going to hurt Turpin. But, bro, the antennas is up. Be careful. Because that wide receiver room is deep now. You got a young rookie running back with speed just like yours, who can replace you on that kickoff and punt return. So be careful, son. Be careful, be mindful of your opportunity. Don't blow it. All right? Now let's get into Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons. I don't know what we're doing, man. I don't know what Jerry is thinking. All I know is this, man. It's like the minute you think Jerry has changed, that he's doing something different, he's moving differently, right? Because of all these pickups this year, let's face it, man, it was a surprise. We're used to Jerry not doing anything in the offseason. Jerry did a lot this offseason. You can say he signed mediocre players all you want. Jerry did a lot this offseason. We need to understand that. So we're sitting here thinking, okay, they're moving differently, right? Steven is moving differently, right? They're signing players, mediocre or not. Some of them ain't mediocre to me. They're big time acquisitions, right? We can't sign everybody. Everybody who got money. You can't, that wants money. You can't do that. That's not a smart way to run a football team. We signed what we needed. We filled holes. We got exactly things we need to fill holes, and then we made a splash. The splash was George Pickens, right? So we got everything we needed, right, to go forward. But the minute you think Jerry has changed, he comes back and he pulled this crap right here. Man, tell me why you ain't signed Micah Parsons yet, bro. What's the rationale of not signing him? You know you're gonna sign him. You know you're gonna sign him. You're gonna wait till the last minute, and every time, every day, every minute that you wait, the price goes up. The price goes up, right? What's the guy in Pittsburgh? I can't think of his name right now. But when he gets his contract, you know Mike don't want more than that, right? So why not get ahead of it? You know, why make statements like you don't even know the agent's name when you've been dealing with this man for a while? That's just disrespectful. The minute you think Jerry has changed, he does something like this. Man, go ahead and get this man signed. Go ahead and get him in training camp, and let's keep it moving, man. Right? Let's just keep it moving. Don't let this drag out, Jerry. That's the worst thing we can do when we're trying to win a championship. Schottenheimer has changed the culture. He's changing it. You can see it. He's hired the coaches. Everybody's excited. Everybody's hyped. We got this rookie coming in looking like Micah Parsons. So everybody needs to be on the same page. Get this man in the camp, get him signed, and let's keep it moving. That's it, man. All right, let's move on to the next one. DaRon Bland, his contract is up. Now I got a question for my followers and anybody else who's out there. You got DaRon Bland, whose contract is up. You got George Pickens. You only got him for 1 year, guys. If you had your choice, who do you sign? Who do you bring back? I'm curious to know that answer because you know we got Brandon Aubrey we got to sign as well, right? And that's my next subject, Brandon Aubrey, but he is also up for contract. We got to get him signed as well. So you got Brandon Aubrey, you got DaRon Bland, and you got George Pickens. Who do you bring back? Quarterbacks are so needed in this league. Wide receivers as well. Now, if this year George Pickens, Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb hits it off, I gotta say bring back Pickens, man. Even though I want DaRon Bland as bad as I want him. Pause. But you know what I'm talking about. I want this man on our ball club. He's a difference maker, right? He was hurt last year, but he is a difference maker. So I do want him on this ball club. But if I had my pick, I'm going with Brandon Aubrey and George Pickens. My question to you guys is, who would you choose? Which one of those guys would you choose? All right? Now, let's go on to my last topic, Dak, last stand. You guys heard all the hoopla with Jesse Holley, Cam Newton, all these guys who saying how Dak, this is it for Dak. Dak needs to step up. How do you guys feel about this? I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, it's hard being the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys because you're judged on championships. You're judged on getting to the NFC championship at least. I'm gonna go back in the day. Danny White. Now I'm gonna say this about Danny White. Danny White got us to a couple of things. I think a couple of NFC championship games. he got us there. And he didn't get us over the hump. And he was ridiculed for that, right? So everybody who's beating up Dak, it really don't mean nothing to me, because Danny White at least got us to NFC championships, and he was ridiculed. So Dak never got us to an NFC championship game, guys. This is his 10th year. His 10th year. Whether it's been the offensive line, the defense, the coaching, whatever you want to say, the wide receivers running the wrong route, whatever. He's been hurt 4 of those 5 years, and he hasn't gotten us over that hurdle. Let's be honest. And I'm not beating him up, right? But let's be honest. Dak hasn't gotten us to a NFC championship. Let that sink in, man. And I'm not beating this cat up. I'm just being 100% real. Was it due to other problems? Of course, absolutely. But some of that was him too. What's the percentage you giving him, right? So we can't, and I'm talking to the guys who just defend Dak to no end. Jerry got a lot to do with that, right? Now, Jerry did make a team that he had everything he needed, but it just didn't happen. But out of all these years, what percentage do you give to Dak? What percentage of that do you give to Dak Prescott? Right? I know you can go year by year if you like, but in 10 years, he hasn't been to an NFC championship game. Now, let's fast forward to this year. Dak has 3 running backs. He has 2 number 1 wide receivers. His offensive line has been rebuilt. Let's be honest. We got a dog in Tyler Booker, right? You got Tyler Smith, who's an all-pro. Guyton with Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker and Duke Manyweather and Tyron Smith. I jumped all around that. Tyron Smith. He has a camp now, and he's working with Tyler Guyton. You got all these assets that's working with Tyler Guyton. So I think Tyler Guyton is going to make a huge jump, right? So Dak has offensively everything he needs. On the defense, he has Matt Eberflus. He got Parsons coming back. We got a rookie from Boston College, Ezeruku, who looking like Micah Parsons. We got secondary coming back. They ain't all the way back. DaRon Bland is back, but we got DAK'S coming back later on. We got some pieces, guys. We got our linebackers. We got some pieces. I think he has everything he needs to take us to at least an NFC championship game. At least that. If anything falls short of that, I'm with everybody else. It's time for him to go. If he can't do it this year, it's time for him to go. And when I say go, I ain't talking about trading. I'm talking about bringing somebody who will be the future, immediate future for this ball club. Because it will be obvious to me that he isn't it. In my personal opinion, I think he can do it. I really do. I think Dak can take it to the next level. I think he has everything he needs. And if he doesn't get hurt, God forbid, knock on wood, if he don't get hurt, I think Dak can take us to the NFC Championship game. I really do. All right, guys, this is my final thoughts, man. Camp starts on the 21st. I am so looking forward to this, man. It's hard, man, going from mini camp to training camp, and you had that big hole of no football, no basketball. You know, when basketball season is over, you have nothing there, right? Trying to fill in this hole of finding things to do, because I'm a football fanatic, right? So you have to find things to do, right? And that's cool, because I have a family. I got a family of 5. I got 3 boys. One of them is in wrestling. The other one is in track. So I got my family so I can fill in with that and take vacations. And that's what I was doing. And now I'm back. I'm ready to go. I'm full of excitement for the season, and I can't wait to get started. All right, guys, this is DaK'S Cowboys coming to you from Family First Sports. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers for sticking with me and rocking with me, man. I'm out.